What is going on, YouTube? PPS back here. It is the 12th. This is the 11th. I'm recording it a day early for you guys. Won't be around my laptop tomorrow. So I'm going to drop 2 college football plays for you guys today. So just know that some of these lines may move. I have them right now, obviously, on DraftKings. But just want to make sure that you guys know this is a day ahead of time, just so you guys get your plays out. Pass the prop will be coming up here shortly. So I'm going to be doing this a little bit earlier. But yeah, we're coming at you guys for some college football plays. So far this season, 16-11, 4.88 units profit on our college football action. And I have 2 spots tonight that I will be dropping for you guys. 1 total, 1 prop. If you could, before we start, smash that like button for me. Appreciate it. And let's get started. First play. This is Washington's receiver. His name is Rome Odunze, I think is how you say it. And I'll be taking him over 92.5 receiving yards. He's facing off against Oregon. And yeah, what a total in this one, right? You're looking at this game. I think it might be the highest total on the slate, or second. 72.5 is the total here. Actually, North Carolina is 78. Arizona is 77. This is the 3rd highest total, 72.5. Obviously, Oregon is hyper efficient. Very, very good. They're scoring a ton of points, and they're scoring them pretty quickly, right? 40-plus points in every single game except for the Georgia game, first game of the season. So they're elite on offense. Obviously, expect the other side to have to throw here. And Odunze has been fantastic, right? 5 of his last 6 games clearing the 100-yard mark. And he's been absolutely amazing for these guys. What I do like about them too is he has a capable quarterback, right? When we're backing these guys, right, you want to have a quarterback that's able to fit it into tight windows, especially against Oregon, who has I would say mediocre defense, but that's not their own fault, right? It's because they're just on the field so much because their offense scores so fast. Michael Penix obviously has been a wizard for these guys, over 3,200 yards already. And obviously, Odunze is his number 1 guy. On the season, 858, 6 touchdowns for him. I just think this game is going to have to be so fast. And we've seen Oregon give up this number to 2 of their last 3 number 1 receivers. I don't count Colorado because truly I do not know how good they are. I mean, they're pretty bad. I've always been backing them to give up rushing yards because obviously you guys know we took Charbonnet against them twice, but they even had a 100-yard receiver on this. Jay Tyson, I don't even know who he is. I haven't really bet on Colorado there at all, but we saw for UCLA, Bobo go over. We saw Hunter for California go over. So the number 1 receivers have been getting there, and it's just because of pure volume, right? They're just going to have to throw the ball around. We've seen games with Penix throwing the ball 45, 50 times. So I really like this spot. I think he has been an absolute wizard for these dudes. Great pickup by Washington from the transfer portal. And Rome has been their number 1 guy. I absolutely love him in this spot. The game environment is nothing short of perfect for us. And hopefully he'll be able to get there for us. Again, 5 out of 6 games over 100. So hopefully he'll be able to do that for 6 out of 7. Number 2, we are heading to the game. Pretty good SEC game here, right? We have LSU, Arkansas over 61.5. And yeah, I guess you could say Arkansas had probably one of the biggest letdown games ever, right? I mean, they lost to Liberty. Obviously that is not a good look, but I think this matchup is pretty good for them. Honestly, LSU has been kind of cooked by running quarterbacks here, right? We saw Richardson go for over 100 against them. Hendon Hooker threw well, but also ran for 60 yards against them. I think that KJ Jefferson is going to have a field day with these guys on the ground. Obviously, Raheem Sanders is a monster. I think he's already had 1,100 rushing yards already this year. So I think Arkansas is going to have a lot easier time to score on these guys than we think after such a poor performance. But we look at the LSU side, they've gone over this number in 3 straight games against Florida, Ole Miss, and Alabama. Obviously, Alabama was in overtime. I understand that. But I really like Daniels, man. I like him a lot. He's been doing his thing. Obviously, he's their number 1 rusher. He's 2,000-yard passer already. I don't think this Arkansas team is really going to be able to do much defensively against them. We just saw 35 against BYU get put up on them. Auburn in a down season put up 27. Obviously, Bama, high octane offense, scored 49, and then 40 to Mississippi State. Arkansas's defense is not their strong point. LSU has some dudes here. I think on the outside, LSU will still be able to make plays. Obviously, Boutte hasn't had the greatest season, but he's still a number 2 receiver. You got Neighbors, got Jenkins, got Thomas, and Taylor all over 200 receiving yards, right? That's 5 separate guys with over 200 receiving yards. In Arkansas, I think is just going to have to play that ground game. And if we have to see that ball get aired out a little bit, they still have Hazelwood and Landers over 550 yards apiece. I think this is a shootout waiting to happen. And I think that this is a great environment for it. Obviously, huge letdown game for Arkansas. I think they're going to bounce back. And also, LSU is going to have a huge letdown game following that huge win against Alabama. So I think that if LSU gets down, that would be ideal, right? Because then you're going to start seeing that ball just fly through the air, and LSU's a lot better in that air raid type of offense than Arkansas would be if they're trailing, because Arkansas obviously can score on the ground at will. So love this total. Think that we're going to see some points here across the board from both sides. So again, Rome Aduns over 92.5 receiving yards, Washington University, and then LSU and Arkansas over 61.5. So far, like I said, 16-11 so far this year, 4.88 units profit, and hopefully we'll get you 2 more winners here. So thank you guys. Appreciate you guys, and hopefully we'll be coming at you guys on Monday. I'll be able to talk about a video about us winning our pre-recorded stuff. So appreciate you. Have a good one, guys. Best of luck.